Andre Carvallo, Professor of Innovation, Mark Fellow, and Co-Director of CIEDAR at Texas State University. Thank you.
I just want to show a couple slides because I think we've done a pretty good job of outlining what CIEDAR is doing. And I want to recognize the members. We have several of them here. We have 11 confirmed members, okay? So, you know, most of you know that the university is really a great place to be. It's probably the most gorgeous campus in America with a river in the middle of it. And to me, the biggest competitive advantage that the university has is our acreage. We have 5,100 acres, and we're turning that into a competitive advantage for R&D in addition to our renowned campuses in Round Rock and San Marcos. And so let's go to the next slide real quick. So this is all about the corridor. We're stitching the corridor. Every utility in every city that signs up with us agrees contractually to allow us to do a minimum of 2 large-scale projects, not only in our infrastructure, in our acreage, but also in their service territory. So when we're done stitching the memberships, they go all the way from Brownsville through San Antonio into Round Rock. We will have something that has never been done before. We will have hundreds of thousands of acres that we could deploy all kinds of large-scale technologies across the state. And really transform the adoption and the acceleration of the use of technologies to make a better living, a better workplace. So if we go to, I'm going to just jump on you guys. Let's go to slide 10. Thank you. So if you have to remember anything about what CIEDAR is building, is this. And these labs are really the result of the actual survey and interviews with over 500 faculty about the actual expertise and world-class knowledge that the faculty already has on campus. And we have been doing all this work on these segments of these industries sort of a standalone. If you know the makeup of a university, sort of every professor, every tenure professor is like a chief executive officer of their own life. They have sort of curriculum they teach, they have a lab that they own, they run, they have their customer relationships, maybe it's NSF, NIH, what have you. Now what we're doing is we're bringing them all together, assembling teams, multidisciplinary teams of all kinds of disciplines, right, to solve the real problems with industry as it relates to what I call the last mile development research to go to commercialization. That's what we're really on, and we want to become your best partner with probably the most competitive cost structure possible to get you to the home plate, score that run that you're trying to score with that new product, that new feature set, that new transformation, that new innovation, that new business model, that new strategy and customer experience, all of the above. So next slide is I want to thank deeply our founding members, Guadalupe Valley Electric Co-op, City of San Marcos, wastewater and electric utilities, RIS, which is an AI company working with the federal government in many amazing initiatives. Direct Line to Compliance on the red rectangle is our key partner for the transformation of training on the Network Operations and Security Operations Center facilities at Star Park. Element 8 is a company that does managed networks, and they're going to build all the networks that Dr. Bourgeois outlined in detail with the megahertz and everything. Easy Metering is a new member. It's a company out of Ecuador who is actually just setting offices in the United States, and they have the most revolutionary metering technology ever built. The City of Kyle with their wastewater department. City of Brownsville with their wastewater utility. And Terex, a company that has 900 megahertz licensed spectrum and is really trying to build the backbone of the smart grid of the future, real-time controls and so on. Certainty, a company out of Israel who has the most amazing technologies for cybersecurity. They actually prevent data at the data level, at At the ABC123, as you type it, they secure the data at that level. It's never been done before. And then Clear World, if you haven't been next door, that light with all those features, it looks like a robot that is about to take off, a transformer. I talk about street lights being the next iPhone, and we are excited about the fact that we're going to work with them and have our faculty and students build the next generation of apps and add on hardware sensors to make that light be an amazing product that transforms society. So I want to thank, if you can help me and give them a round of applause to our members. They have set up the ground basement in a very rock solid fashion, as we are now in our journey of currently speaking with 20 more companies to onboard. I foresee within 12 months from now, when we meet again, that we will have almost 100 members. So we started in 2019 this journey very quickly, and these are the companies that came to validate our hypothesis of CIEDAR. In 2020, we had it on in a virtual mode using Zoom because nobody could be here because of COVID. And now these are the companies that are really going to grace us with their expertise and experience. You can see some of the names on the top of the keynotes. We have Amazon, Brownsville, Honeywell, ARM, MAMD, Signify, Smart Energy Water, Paragon, Anterix. I mean, it's just an amazing number of companies that have realized what we're building, and that hopefully most of them will join in the next 12 months. We have an amazing advisory board that includes SEMI, the Internet Consortium, Industrial Internet Consortium, the Greater San Marcos Partnership, the Continental Automated Building Association, and 2 venture capitalists. And what I'm excited about is venture capitalists, Gabriel Reyna and Curtis Rogers, is they're alumni of Texas State. And they're both managing $300 million portfolios and investing in some incredible, cool things. And so we're delighted and lucky to have them be part of the journey of building CIEDAR as alumni. Just a quick remark on this element about the network that we have on 900 megahertz experimental license. We are actually the only university in the United States who has that license today, and we envision to become the super test bed for what's going to be all the use cases around electric, water, and gas utilities and smart cities, leveraging broadband to manage real-time controls and assets. You can see the list of the other companies that we have in this amazing honor. And so these are phenomenal corporations, including the National Renewable Energy Lab in Golden, Colorado, that we're very happy to be collaborating with. And then, Dr. Bourgeois did a phenomenal job of outlining our projects, and I'm going to spend any more time. I want to catch up a little bit on that, and I want to say we're open for business, and we're here to help you transform and make your dreams a reality. And Claudia, if you can come up and introduce our next speaker. I'm delighted to be with you. We're all going to be around. Please come and ask if you have any questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andres.